localization. So what is localization? So localization, it is the process of adapting products, services, and content to suit the cultural, linguistic, and societal preferences of a specific region. So why is it important to us? What is the importance of localization? So the importance of localization, it strengthens regional identities and helps create stronger regional ties by aligning with local customs and values.
The difference between regionalization and globalization.
What is regionalization? So this refers to the process of countries or regions working together more closely to promote mutual interest, while globalization, on the other hand, this refers to the worldwide movement towards economic, cultural, and political integration. So this often resulting in countries becoming interconnected on a global scale. So what is the difference between the two? So globalization, this promotes a global approach, while regionalization, this focuses on strengthening ties within a specific region.
Definition of Asian regionalism. Asian regionalism refers to growing trends and cooperation among countries in Asia to address common challenges and foster economic, political, and cultural ties. This can involve the trade agreements, collective security arrangements, and regional institutions. Example, ASEAN, or Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or SCO, are key examples of Asian regionalism. Why there's an Asian regionalism? First, shared challenges. Many Asian countries face similar economic, political, and environmental challenges. It includes poverty, climate change, and security threats. Second, economic opportunities. Regional cooperation can help improve trades, promote infrastructure development, and strengthen economic policies. Third, political influence. In a rapidly changing global political landscape, Asian countries seek to strengthen their regional power and influence. Cultural ties. Shared historical, cultural, and logistic background also contributes to sense of regional identity.
Now let's talk about the example of regionalism. When we say regionalism, it simply means cooperation between countries within a certain region, whether it's about politics, economics, or even culture. One good example is ASEAN, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. The key word here is cooperation. ASEAN is all about promoting political and economic cooperation among Southeast Asian countries. It's like neighbors in the same community working together to make sure everyone is stable and progressing. Next one is we have SAARC, or the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. The key word I want to highlight here is stability. This group focuses on improving economic ties and keeping regional stability in South Asia. And then we also have the East Asia Summit, or EAS. The keyword for this is dialogue. So EAS is like a forum where leaders discuss political, security, and economic issues. So it's like a big meeting table where important conversations or matter happen to maintain peace and cooperation in the region.
Regional in the Philippines.
The Philippines is one of the founding members of ASEAN. This means we have been active in promoting unity and cooperation in Southeast Asia from the start. So being a member gives us a voice in decision making that affects the whole region. And also regionalism also brings us economic advantages. Through agreements like the Asian Economic Community, the Philippines has access to a wider market, easier trade, and more opportunities for businesses. This helps improve our community and economy and creates more jobs. And lastly, regionalism isn't only about politics and money. It also encourages cultural exchange. So this allows Filipinos to share our culture with neighboring countries while also learning from theirs. It builds mutual understanding and also stronger friendships between nations.
The difference of regionalism and globalization.
So next is the difference of regionalism and globalization. Globalization often leads to the dominance of major global players, where larger powers may dictate terms. So what is globalization? So globalization is it connects world through trade, culture, and technology, but often lets power countries dominate weaker ones. So next is regionalism. Regionalism provides a frameworks for balancing global pressure with the preventions of cultural identity and anatomy with a region. So what is regionalism? Regionalism focuses on cooperation with a region, protecting cultural identity and balancing global influence. So next is the factors leading to a greater integrations of the Asian region. So first is trade agreement. Increasing number of regional free trade agreements that promotes economic integrations such as the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership or RCEP. So how do trade agreements help Asia? So they lower tariffs, increase trade like RCEP, and make Asian economies more competitive. So next is political cooperation. Efforts to resolve regional conflicts such as the North Korean crisis through dialogue and multilateral institution. So how does political cooperation help? So it resolves conflicts through North Korean issues through dialogue and multilateral institution.
Analyze how different ASEAN states confront the challenges of globalization and regionalism.
Economic disparities. Large income gaps between countries in Asia can hinder deeper integration, as better countries may resist policies that benefit poorer nations. Number 2. Cultural conflicts. Despite some shared histories, cultural differences among Asian countries can sometimes complicate efforts to promote regional unity. Number 3. Political tension. Ongoing political conflicts, territorial disputes in South China Sea can create divisions within the region and slow the pace of cooperation. Globalization pressure. Countries must navigate the impact of Western economic and cultural dominance while maintaining local values and interests.
The advantages and disadvantages of regionalism.
Advantages: enhance economic cooperation. This means countries can trade more easily with each other, remove barriers, and help one another grow economically. Second, security cooperation. This means countries work together to solve common security problems like terrorism or conflicts. Disadvantages. First, risk of fragmentation. This means focusing too much on regional ties might separate the region from the rest of the world. Second, uneven development. This means some richer countries may develop faster than poorer ones, creating inequality inside the region. Factors of regionalism. First, geographic proximity. This means countries that are near each other are usually build stronger connections and cooperation. Second, shared economic interest. This means countries that benefit from trade, investment, and development are more likely to work up together. Third, political will. This means leaders of countries that must be willing to cooperate and align policies to make regionalism effective. Fourth, cultural and historical ties. This means countries with shared history, traditions, or culture have stronger bonds to help them unite.
The new regionalism.
Regionalism refers to the recent shift in international relations where countries form regional organizations and agreements to address mutual interests and regional challenges. Unlike traditional regionalism, which often focus on economic integration, the new regionalism includes a broader scope such as security, culture, and political cooperation. This is the key characteristics. Multidimensional approach, non-state actors. And lastly is flexible cooperation.
The impact of rationalism to globalization.
Connection between regionalization and globalization. Globalization refers to the growing interconnectedness of the world, primarily driven by trade, technology, and communication, where regionalization focuses on strengthening cooperation within a specific region. It is often seen a response to globalization. Countries or regions create more localized, smaller frameworks to better navigate an overwhelming force of global change. Positive impact of regionalization on globalization. Economic growth. Regional partnership often promote trade, economic integration, and investment, which contributes to overall growth of globalization. Cultural exchange. Regional cooperation can enhance cultural understanding, thereby reducing cultural barriers in global exchange. Political cooperation. Countries within region can collectively tackle global challenges such as climate change, terrorism, and pandemics, which strengthens the overall system of global governance. Challenge. Fragmentation. Over-focus on regionalization can create fragmented global system. For unequal development, regionalization may highlight disparities between countries within a region, leaving poorer nations at a disadvantage when compared to a more developed ones.